All right, guys, welcome back to Digital Downs. Another segment here of the help files. What we're going to cover today is going to be queuing, uh, or how to queue up a race. So let's say you're not quite ready to enter the horse yet, but you want to queue it up just as a reminder that so that you're notified of when this race is going to go off, so that you don't miss it. Um, Maybe you're entered in another race already, and you want to queue a race up just so it's there and it's easy for you to enter that race. So we're going to go through that process now. Queuing is not, it's not like you're not entering the race. It's not costing you any money. You're just setting the race up for future entry. So again, you need to be logged into your stable. You're going to go to main stable. You're going to pick a horse that you might want to enter. So again, we'll pick this one here. So this horse here takes you to the horse stats page, and you're going to scroll down to the eligible races, so qualified races, so everything below here. Again, as mentioned before, every race that populates here in this section of the horse stats page is a race that the horse is eligible for. Now, if you look over here to this first race that pops up here, you'll see there's two buttons here. There's an entry and a queue. Well, we don't want to enter it. Today we just want to learn how to queue a race. So we're simply just going to click queue, okay? And what it's going to do is refreshes the page automatically, and it's going to create a new area just above your qualified race section, okay, showing you the queued race, okay? Now from this, it'll stay here, and you have a choice to enter this race or unqueue the race. So once this is here, and let's say, you know what, I don't want to, actually we'll hold that for now, okay? Let's now go back to the main stable page since we've queued that race up. Now you'll notice something on the page. You'll notice the status is red with a 2, okay? That means that this race is going to run in 2 days, okay? And it's shown in red and 2, and tomorrow that number will be 1. It's giving you a heads up that you have a race queued that is scheduled to run in 2 days. So you might see this in your stable, say, oh man, I need to go enter this horse. It's queued up, right? So you'll go and enter this, click the horse. You'll go to the queued race, and just click enter. And now you're at the race nomination page. It's the same page that we did the other videos on, with jockey selection and also race entry. So now from here, it picks up like normal as far as race entry. You load your jockey set. Okay. Actually, I don't have a jockey set saved for this, so that's fine. So we'll just do it manually. Okay. And give it an instruction, and we'll nominate the horse. So we went into the queue option, and now you noticed that this now shows green, not red, because you're all set and ready to go, and this race will run in 2 days, and you can see that it's entered properly right here. And if you want to go into that race, you can now see and change your jockeys like you can normally. So you're good to go. So you went in, you queued the race, came back out, you saw, we showed you the version where where it's going to be red, giving you an indicator that it goes off in 2 days, but you're not entered. We went back in, we entered it off of the queue. Come back out, you can see the status is green. It means you're good to go. Race goes in 2 days. I believe also in so also you can go into racing office up here, go to my races and my queued races, okay? And there's no queued races because remember, you queued that race, but then you went back and entered it, so it's no longer queued. So let's go back into this and actually withdraw from the race. And just like the other video, I'll do a little slower. You can just go over to the race, click it, withdraw from the race, confirm it, refreshes. Now, we withdrew from the race. You notice now that box is red again with the 2, like it was before. Because you're no longer in the race, it goes back to the queue status, right? Now let's go back to the racing office, my races, and now look at my queued races. It's showing that race is queued. So not only can you look at the queued races for individual horses, but you can go to the racing office, my races, my queued races, and it'll show every single race that you're queued for every single horse. So it's a nifty little page you go to. It's it's pretty useful. So let's go back to the main stable. Let's now queue another race for the same horse. All right, so this horse here, we'll click on it again. Now, it's queued for a race on 7/22, right? So let's then now let's also now let's look further down. Let's go and look for a race on the 25th. So now, as you can see, it doesn't allow you to queue another race when you already have one queued up. Now we may be moving that to allowing you to have multiple queued races. It's just that there's a little bit of a conflict since the horse cannot run in back-to-back days. You can't queue a race up for 7/22, 7/23 when you already have a race pending for 7/22 run. So let's go back out to the stable area. Let's withdraw this other horse so we have another horse that we can work with. We'll withdraw from this race. Now let's go into this other horse name check 20, and do the same thing. Let's look for a race. Let's not enter it. Let's just queue it, right? So we're going to queue this race up. It'll refresh. As you can see, it's now queued here. Okay. You can go back to your main stable. You can see now that the box will be in red, showing you that it's like an alert. Okay. So this one is orange. I believe it's because it's 3 days out. I think that colors change as far as an alert system, as far as how soon the race goes off. Now you have two horses that are queued. Okay, go back to racing office, my races, my queued races, and now both races will show up, one for each horse. And from this page, you can also enter the race. So now I want to go in. I don't have a saved jockey set for this, so I'll do this manually. Right? And actually, I'll save a jockey set right now while I'm in here. I'll load the jockey set. I'll give my jockey instructions, and I'll nominate the horse. If I go back out now, it's no longer in queued status. It's now in the green status because it's entered and ready to go. And now I will go back in and withdraw this horse because I don't want it to actually be entered in the race. And that's how you, queue up horses for races. And it's useful a lot. Some people use it more than others. I think more people should use it because it really cuts down the time. Because look, if you have 50 horses, 20 horses, you don't want to waste a lot of time, with some of this stuff, this administrative stuff. So you set things up in your stable to be more efficient. That's why you have the jockey default sets. That's why you have the queued stuff. It makes it easier for you for race entry and managing your stable. So it's a great little tool. Like I said, you can get to it for inside the individual horse stats page, or you can go to racing office, my races, my queued races. So anyway, that's how you queue a horse for a race, and that's how you enter a horse into a queued race, and how to withdraw from that same queued race. I think it's pretty simple, and hopefully it was helpful. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and set up for the next help video. Take care.